Animal tracks, deer tracks, bike tracks, human footprints, animal tracks. Snowstorm 4 days ago, so the snow's pretty well packed, which is good for biking. Fresh snow is not good for biking in. You need to be more firm, tightly packed snow. You got the hold for hiking. It's also good, but it's a workout because you have more resistance, but it covers up a lot of the rocks and the roots. So in a way that's good, but sometimes you might not see something. There's a crevasse or something, you could step into it and it would be good. This is mostly a biking trail, but people hike it, of course, too, bi-directional. I try to get out a few times a year to do a snow hike. Actually had a good snowstorm. We got 6 to 8 inches on Wednesday. Today's Sunday. Last year, we didn't get any real accumulation. We had a few snowstorms, but I wouldn't even call it a snowstorm. We had maybe 2-3 inches at the most at a time, so. But this is actually like a significant, first time in 2 years that it's like significant snowfall. This is like a 3.5 mile loop. So you run it once, getting like a 5K distance. I'll do it twice for a 10K. What are you doing?
Morning.
Anybody else?
No, fine.
It's all about getting outside. So used to when I'm biking, I'm like anybody else, because you're going two ways, you gotta slow down. So not so much for hiking, but that's why I was like, hey, anybody else? Not sure if anybody's gonna be interested in this video, but I figured I'd do a video of a snow hike. Did a snow bike ride a few years ago. That was more urban street riding, but see what I feel like doing. I got to clean the bike down because if you're riding the snow, you want your shifting to rust out, bearings and stuff. Nice view up there. What would it be like to have a house right here? I know a few people that live near here. Just hike and bike it after work. Tomorrow's the first day of winter, shortest day of the year. I don't mind the cold, it's just the late mornings and early evenings, lack of daylight, but it's alright. Might get a little bit of snow tonight, actually. There's a bridge here. Yeah, this is where it could be tricky on a bike. You don't see something, you turn, you fall, break something. That bridge, there's another bridge too here coming up. Making sure I'm filming in horizontal. You get a chest strap. Hope to do some 10K trail races again this year, or next year, I'm sorry. Once all this bullshit's over, things hopefully get back to normal. That's the other bridge, but bypassed it. Not in the best shape, the wood's kind of getting old and rotted. Yeah, a lot of footprints. Like I said, you got animal tracks, human footprints, and bike tracks. Trails get well packed. People like to get out. Winter goes so much faster when you're busy, when you're outside. Try to go running after work at least 3 days a week. I only made 2 days last week. It's a good little climb here. On the yellow trail. I don't know if they're named. Yeah, hiking in the snow is definitely slower. Probably going about 2.5 miles an hour, just a guess. But it's good walking in the snow, you get that extra resistance, so it's good for fitness. I'm sure the bikers don't like the hikers coming through here because human footprints are the worst to bike in. Try riding over human footprints, it's just a nightmare. Today is December 20th. Tomorrow's the first day of winter in the northern hemisphere. Just over 9 minutes of footage so far. Like I said, I'll probably do the 3-mile loop. I don't know if I'll film all of it. And if people don't want to watch that much, you can see how it could be kind of boring. This is a log, actually, bike over. You see the bike tracks. But yeah, in the snow, you just gotta take a little bit slower on the bike and watch the obstacles because you might not see them until you're right on them. Like I said, the snow covers it up, which is good because it covers up some of the hard features about an obstacle, but at the same time it hides it, so could surprise you, especially over a bridge. Deer tracks. It's a nice bridge. It's probably about 30 feet. Getting onto it here, you can see it drops down. I'm going to fall off there because it's a stream. Stay the course. It's cold out, my nose always gets runny. Little Marsh Creek snow hike. Marsh Creek State Park, southeastern Pennsylvania. Right in my backyard. Normally I'll just go from my house to here on my bike back home. It's a nice park. It's not my favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite place, but it's up there. Still like to check out Green Lane. If anybody watching's ever been to Green Lane, let me know how that is. Probably about a 40-minute drive from me. Go this way, that just takes you people's backyards. Nice teeter-tot feature up here. It's for the bikes. Well, that's the first fatty I've seen. You got a surly?
Not much help of it.
How's it going? How does it hold up?
It's still not that great,
No?
surprisingly.
Okay, that's a
It's so much
Pugsley.
heavier.
I used to have a Pugsley.
Yeah, it's so much heavier than
Right.
the bike.
So I was just talking to somebody that had a fat bike and they said it was real heavy. I saw some other bikers here and they just had regular mountain bikes and they didn't seem to be having any trouble, so I don't know, fat bike, I'm not saying it's a gimmick, but it's definitely got its drawbacks. Like when I had the Pugsley, I didn't think it handled that well. Like for taking sharp turns and cornering, doing technical stuff, it didn't steer very well. So I guess it's definitely a niche kind of a bike. Running in the snow boots. I'd say running's probably my favorite exercise activity right now. Even more than biking. You know, it changes. And then I'll probably get back into biking again. Not that I'm not, but I just prefer running right now. Place in my age bracket again like I did in 2019 in the top 3. It's always cool getting the swag. just around freezing right now. So don't got to worry about slush or anything. Marsh Creek Lake to my right. Very pretty. Hopefully you can see it. Enjoy the nice winter landscape. Like I said, I hope to get 3 to 4 miles in at least. This is all overgrown in the summer. You never go through this way, but in the wintertime looks like it's a different story. That's the one thing that's nice about winter is you can get through areas that would be impassable in the summer. It's like Tick Central and Poison Ivy Central in the summer, all overgrown, but not now. Probably be a few people that'll enjoy this, but most of my standard viewers will probably think this is boring. That's alright. No bridge here. Thanks if you've been watching this far. Over 20 minutes. Doesn't even feel like I've been out here that long. Feels like I just got started. I'm already starting to warm up. That's what I'm wearing. Got a puffy and then a long sleeve t-shirt and then a regular t-shirt underneath. T-shirt, the short sleeve t-shirt's already drenched. Throw that right in the wash. Snow boots. These boots are great. Had them for like probably 12 years. We don't get a lot of snow around here, so it's like I'd be only wear them. I don't think I wore them at all last year. So they don't get much use and they're high quality, so they'll last me for years and years. This is all rated blue for biking, which is intermediate. Green is easy, blue intermediate, and black is advanced. There's a black section across there, across the fire road. I don't know why it's black, maybe because it's just on the ridge. A little bit more elevation. This is a little bit flatter profile, so probably why this is blue. So at least this isn't icy, it's all just snow, except for where there's like utility vehicles that packed it down, that's ice, but that's good that it didn't, thaw out and refreeze, because I've hiked in ice before and that's a whole different thing. I feel like you need like studded soles for that, as I don't. I just have regular, I don't have any studs. But if you're hiking in the ice, you do need it. I would recommend the studs. Studded tires if you're biking too. Over ice, not snow. Birds are active. Well, if you've made it this far, here's your reward. Could be metricus, look like large hills, pretty large. And over here, old pipe organ, mud dauber. And this is kind of cool. It's like a rangers have it, I guess, for sending goods across the river. It's like a zip line. Actually goes to the top of that hill over there, so it's not really for fun stuff, but I don't know if it was ever used. I was just talking to somebody that has some kind of function, but I've never seen it in use. It's fenced off, but. And this section, not this trail, specific trail, but this is the trail system that's like the black section for the bikes because of the steeper elevation profile. And when I first got my Hero 7 black, I went to that abandoned paper factory, which is no longer abandoned. It's actually a furniture store now that bought it. He remodeled it, but this was the path that I took. So if you go back to my 2018 video, you'd see this trail. No snow though. Rode up this on the Krampus. There's a sketchy bridge over there. Animal tracks. And some more. The deer have their trails, and the humans have their trails. Interesting to see the systems that use. There's the beginning of the zip line. We're down there, now we're back up. This is the black trail. It's not a real long trail. I'm not sure the distance. I've only been here a few times. I'd say no more than a mile and a half if you do the full loop. It's a couple different intersecting trails. That's the animal trail. This is the human trail. Actually, take a wrong turn, start walking down the deer tracks, and you're like, where the hell am I? And we're all the way up here now. Like I said, this is right along the ridge, this trail system. Good downhill. You get a good mountain bike at good downhill speed. Taking it from this way. Looks like somebody did. You got the bike track right here. Let's look at the fat bike. Still going up. Always try to get at least one good weekend workout in. I think we're at the top now. "35, 36 minutes. Been hiking longer than that, I just been filming. Stopped and BS'd with some people. Didn't film that, of course. Probably can't see on the phone, but that's the old paper mill that's turned into a furniture store now. Down there. See the water tower. For some reason the water tower stayed. Didn't tear that down. Interesting. Finish up here, go home and have some lunch. Burned off some calories, lactic acid. Still going up. Hopefully this takes us back to the parking lot. Yeah, it's nice hiking in the winter. You don't have mosquitoes, flies, or anything like that. No poison ivy. And the cold's not that bad. I mean, you start moving, you dress appropriately. You don't even notice it. I don't even feel the temperature. This will be a long video. Alright, well, try to get out yourself. And we're back. Have a good one.